A woman who is okay being on her own is someone who is comfortable with solitude, values her own company, and doesn't feel the need to constantly be surrounded by others. A woman who knows her worth is self-assured, sets boundaries, and values herself enough to walk away from situations that do not support her well-being. She has the courage to be her own person and create her own vision of life. A woman who speaks her mind without apologizing is confident, assertive, and unafraid to own her opinions. She values honesty over pleasing others and refuses to shrink herself to make others comfortable. A woman who has dreams and goes after them is unstoppable. She refuses to settle, pushes through obstacles, and doesn't wait for permission to chase what she wants. She's ambitious, determined, and willing to take risks to turn her vision into reality. A woman who solves her own problems like a pro is resourceful, resilient, and fiercely independent. She doesn't wait for a rescue. She strategizes, adapts, and takes action. Challenges don't intimidate her, they motivate her. She knows when to dig deep, when to ask for help, on her own terms, and when to walk away from what no longer serves her. A woman who is serious about her boundaries knows her worth and refuses to compromise it. She stands firm in her limits, communicates them clearly, and doesn't tolerate disrespect. She's not afraid to say no, walk away, or enforce consequences when needed. Her boundaries aren't just walls, they're guidelines for how she expects to be treated. A woman who has her finances in check is smart, disciplined, and in control of her future. She knows where her money goes, invests wisely, and doesn't rely on anyone else to secure her stability. She understands the power of financial freedom and makes choices that align with her long-term goals. A woman who is a mastermind of her happiness doesn't wait for others to bring her joy. She creates it herself. She knows what fulfills her, prioritizes her well-being, and doesn't let external circumstances control her inner peace. A woman who lifts others up is a force of nature, confident in herself and generous with her support. She celebrates others' successes, offers wisdom without judgment, and pushes people to see their own strength. A woman who never cheats herself is true to her values, her dreams, and her worth. She doesn't settle for less than she deserves, doesn't cut corners on her goals, and never betrays her own instincts just to please others. A woman who invites change is fearless, adaptable, and always evolving. She doesn't cling to comfort zones, she challenges them. Whether it's reinventing herself, pushing for progress, or embracing new opportunities, she understands that growth comes from movement. A woman who has no problem saying no is confident, self-assured, and unapologetically in control of her life. She doesn't over-explain, sugarcoat, or feel guilty for setting boundaries. She values her time, energy, and well-being too much to be swayed by pressure or guilt. When she says no, she means it, and she doesn't owe anyone an apology for prioritizing herself. A woman who embraces her mistakes is resilient, humble, and wise. She understands that failure isn't a reflection of her worth, it's an opportunity for growth. She learns from her missteps, takes responsibility without shame, and uses those lessons to fuel her future success. She doesn't shy away from mistakes, she owns them, evolves from them, and moves forward stronger.